Hello and welcome again to World of Women, Wow for Women, bringing back values. I am Moji Danisa.
Welcome to Wow, World of Women. I am Rahila Lessa.
Welcome to Wow, I am Bumijibo Woguntibeji. Welcome.
Welcome, I'm Informa Gift and Oladunjoyi. Welcome to another episode of...
And we have Rahila back with us today.
Same here.
I was already waxing music.
I miss your calmness because these two,
They really showed you pepper, right? Don't worry, I'm back.
Rahila, you know that I'm a gentle person.
But you know I'm a good girl.
So let's
Anyway,
look
good
at...
to have you back.
Yeah,
I miss
you went on a study break, you were
Yes.
writing your
So you soon be
thesis. one day she'll be a prof,
Yeah,
definitely.
someday, yeah.
Yeah,
Welcome,
so,
Rahila.
Thank you
welcome
so
back.
much. Thank
Trending this week is the story of a man in Ogun State who not only had carnal knowledge of his 14-year-old daughter, but also impregnated her
Wow.
and brought other men to be intimate with her for money. In other words, he was prostituting his only daughter, his own child, who was only 14 years old. I mean, what is happening? What is happening in this society?
It is crazy. I was heartbroken when I heard that. But thank God, all the men have been arrested and they're in police custody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I hope there will be justice.
The thing is that people don't fear God again. They just don't fear God. They don't fear humanity. They don't fear anything. For you to do that to your own child,
It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
The thought of it, a father going down on his own daughter,
Yeah. As
and
if
now
that is
calling in
not bad.
other men.
Yeah. As if it's not bad enough. And then look at the age range of these men. They're not.
grandfathers.
They're not like people who don't know what they are doing. Yes.
49. The father is 49.
Yes.
Then he brought other men.
Something. Grandfathers.
69.
That's a grandfather.
The least
and
that
the,
was arrested
and the girl is 14.
is 49.
The girl is 14.
Yeah.
And just imagine a 69-year-old,
And it's your daughter.
you know, molesting a
Your
14-year-old
own,
child. No.
It's crazy.
What is
It
happening
is.
to the society?
Well, I don't think there is anything new under the sun. These things have been around way back. We have record of such in Holy Book. But I think, you know, social media is now bringing it to the fore.
But then,
I
even
think-
in the Holy Book, we had only one.
Well, for one to have been recorded, that means there have been other experiences.
I
What
mean,
I'm saying in earnest is,
But Holy Book is Holy Book. We're talking about now that this thing is not... We are not going to use Holy Book to be judging today. You see, this... there's nothing. You cannot... This is not justifiable.
It is
it's justified.
Bringing it
I'm
in.
saying
She is not saying it is
I
justified.
understand.
She's not justifying
But
it.
we are not going to use because it happened in the
the
Holy Book to bring it to today.
nobody is saying what has
that's what
happened
she's
is
saying.
appropriate. What I'm saying is that there's nothing new
It's
under
been
the sun.
happening,
Yes.
but it is on the increase. That is the problem, because everywhere you look now, you see these cases. I've seen, like this week alone, more than 4 of such cases. Of
It's because,
father, daughter,
as she
father,
rightly
We also have
said earlier, it's
mothers
because
who've been
social
attracted to
media-
their sons.
Yes.
Social media
So
is
you have
bringing it
mothers
to
and
the
son, Oedipus complex, but we don't really have that in Africa because we don't see it.
It's because you
Because
don't
the
know.
male children have not come out to
It's because
talk.
they've not come out to
We saw it in one of the states recently.
But there will be plenty, but
You know,
because they're
other
not coming
African
out to
countries
speak.
too, it has
Exactly.
I think
it has been happening.
there was a record of one happening in Ghana or so in Kenya. The mother going ahead to marry the son.
I think this is where all our
I think this thing has a problem. It has to do with mental disorder. I think mental illness is also
the way
on the
people think
increase.
again.
The way people think, loneliness, frustration, depression leads people into doing the unthinkable.
Hi.
Well, then again, they can't rule out the African
African
belief of
African
belief
mentality.
wanting to do it for a purpose.
Okay.
You know,
like
the-
occultic
ritual
purposes.
That one is African
I had the
mentality.
story of people doing it because they want to live long, because they want to be wealthy, you know.
I think that happens on a particular class of people.
That's what we're
But these
saying.
ones we
There
are
is only
seeing
the
now
poor
are
ones
just
that-
people who
Yeah.
are...
Because you don't really get to hear
Damn
those
them.
ones that happen at the upper class.
Yeah.
They are mostly concealed.
Yeah.
Is the person or the commoner?
The common.
Yes, that is always exposed.
Why
Would somebody give out his own
pimp your
daughter?
own
Like,
child?
I've been trying to understand your own daughter. I mean,
The values have been thrown
The
to the dogs
disheartening
anyway.
thing
We've lost
is-
our morals, we've lost our values,
The
and these
disheartening
things.
thing is you even brought in other men.
is it.
Then you
That's what
collect money.
That's what I
That
am.
is disgusting.
What is just
Well, I
going
think-
through my mind is if this man has a mental disorder, he's sick, he's not well, he doesn't know what he's doing. What about those other men?
I would
They are
also
all not
suggest
well
that
too.
the DNA be done. Are we really sure that child
That
came
is-
from his groin?
See, forget about
See.
DNA. These things happen.
I agree,
DNA
but
or
for you
not.
to go bring other men to sleep with your children,
And okay, well, let's let's take a break. I just hope that this case will be given the required attention it deserves, and all involved will be brought to book. We just
yes.
want to
and
see
the
it on
child
social
child be
media.
rehabilitated.
We
Just
trust the
appropriately.
Ogun State government and the Nigerian police force to do the right thing. Plus, this girl must be rehabilitated.
Yes,
Nati,
adequately.
please take note and given a chance at life. We will be back. Stay tuned.
Proud to be a woman.
Hello, I'm Funke Akindele Bello, and this is Amen Estate Phase 3, selling fast. With the development of Amen Estate Phase 1 and 2, we all can see that Red Brick Homes is consistent with the delivery of their services. This land is dry land. You don't need to fill the land. Just build your houses and move in. You can pay over a period of 6 months or 12 months. Amen Estate Phase 3, tap into it today.
Proud to be a woman. Proud to be a woman.
Welcome back to WOW. Today we shall focus on healthy co-parenting after separation. We had the case of Femi Fani-Kayode, the FFK, and his precious wife, Precious, making the news again this week. Thankfully, they have put their drama aside and they have
Hallelujah.
decided to co-parent their children. Though this is not going down well with some people, you know, social media in-laws.
I beg, they should rest.
And today again, we had Nedwonko just this morning, the wife, the Moroccan wife, making a public apology. And then there are those who believe that she did it because she wants to be with her children. You know, you cannot rule out that fact anyway, but then whatever it is, all is well that ends well. So let's talk about co-parenting of children. This is one issue that is very, very, very difficult to do, difficult to understand, and difficult to execute in this part of anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world.
It's naturally
Yes.
difficult, but okay. So for me, it was more about what was best for my son, because whatever differences I had, he was the number one priority.
Yeah.
So both of us needed to be an adult for him, because whatever decision the parents take will affect the child directly or indirectly. I know most of these kids, they don't actually say a lot to you, but their attitude will say
They
tell you a whole lot.
internalize it,
Yes.
yeah.
So the parents need to be adults, and that's what I keep saying. Be adult. I and the father had to be adults for him, and you know, it helped him in ways that later, you know, I got to realize.
Why it helped?
You know,
Why it was easy for you because both of you agreed.
We had to come to another agreement, but some people don't. They're not agree that agreement.
Well, I was going to say that co-parenting, the success of co-parenting depends on the reason for the separation.
Okay.
The circumstances surrounding the separation. In my case, the only thing I pleaded for in court was my daughter. For a lot of reasons. I don't speak Idoma. She's all I have. She's the only thing I'm coming out with from the marriage. And every other thing that was asked, I did not want. I just wanted custody of my daughter.
He agreed again.
He didn't agree. That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
It was tough. He said he would never have anything to do with us. He would not give us money. Well, I had to bear the crunch. And we're better off for it today, I can tell you.
Yeah.
We're good. We thank God. It was a decision that I had to take. I didn't have to be. I thought I was childish. I cried. I wept. I wanted it. I whipped up sentiment. And I had my way.
The problem really is when one person becomes selfish.
That is it.
There are some people who believe that when they withdraw this person from you, these children from you, they're having
They have the power over
the
you.
power over you.
They feel it's a kind of punishment.
Yes.
Yeah,
you know.
And mostly from people have spoken to and all that, it's like most of the men are quickly not willing to, you know, let that go, you know.
But
Most men want to have the child around them so that they can still have access to the woman.
Yes,
But again, there are men
Men
that
are
want
really
to-
the victims of this.
How?
Of the downside of co-parenting or withdrawal of parenting. Most women, okay, let me not say most women now, many women, or even most women, they use children as a bargaining chip.
I agree with you. That was why I said ab initio that the circumstance determines, yes.
I have met a lot of men, too many of them, who tell me I can't see my child.
No, that's not.
The women do not allow them to see their children.
In any circumstance, what is best for the child is what.
The women expect the same man to pay fees, to pay for everything, send money,
Well,
but they don't see the children.
Well, paying for fees and not paying is also a function of how responsible the man is. Whether they allow you to see your child or not is your responsibility to take care of your child.
That's what I always tell them.
And again, for most men, they will agree to go by whatever the law says, maybe taking responsibility of the child, paying school fees, you know, in the courts. But just after that, you find out that most men don't do that.
God bless you.
They don't.
God bless you, right?
Most men don't do that. So at a point, when the women realize that, okay, I'm giving him access to his child, and he is not abiding by the rulings.
She wants to take him away.
Yes. So let me just have my child and let the child know
it's
that
not appropriate.
I put it to you that
keep the children away from their father.
it may not
Except, of course, if you have another father
put it
for
to you
them.
that many women, or most women that have done this thing, do it for very selfish and sinister reasons.
Don't draw that conclusion. That's why I said it depends on the circumstance. No, that woman has gone
I
through or
know
passed
too
through.
many of them.
Too many of these men.
Too many men are going through pain.
They should go through pain.
Through pain.
No
because they
woman
cannot-
wants to keep
they don't-
their
you
child
said,
away
have
from their
access to
father.
their children.
See, you
What did he do?
No. At the end of the day,
Before
the
they
children
kept
will
the
go back to
children
their
away from
father.
That doesn't concern
Okay,
the child.
the one we didn't keep the child away from, the deacon.
Oh.
Answer.
And then there are women there are men that even brag. They will say, I won't pay the school fees, I won't do that.
My son
When the child grows up, he will look for me. Or when the girl child, when it is ready for the girl child to get married, they'll.
So that's the fact. So are you not still going to
That
say
is
the
the
women
fact.
are the ones
very
at fault?
irresponsible for a man not to live up to his responsibilities. But then, as I said, I know 3, 4, 5 cases right now of men, perhaps they're not telling me the truth, of men who are telling me they can lie.
When it comes to marital matters, when they pay their wife for you,
You know, who do not, I tell them, what I tell them is, whether you see your children, you do not see your children, you know the day to pay the school fees, you know the time to pay the fees, go and pay. And then again, you know what women do? Some of these women know, They will go and put the child in a school the man cannot afford.
That one is bad.
I've seen so many of that too.
That one is bad.
I've seen so many of
So
them.
there are couples that are
And
together
then
go and put children in school.
You
Yes, and I
take a
think-
child in kindergarten to a school of 300,000 naira.
No, I think that problem, they
because
don't
you
have
want
the
to- what do you want to
communication.
do?
Yes,
You want to
there's
raise
a
money.
communication
No, there's a
gap,
communication
and that
breakdown.
is where they should come together and talk
Yes.
as adults.
See.
You know, in the interest of
When
the
the
child,
woman-
irrespective
When the
of.
woman is insistent that I want a certain level for my child,
Darling sisters, you see these men. Today, on this matter, I won't stand by them.
No.
For a woman to go and put her child in a
Yeah.
school that, for example, 300k per term,
yes.
she knows what the man can afford.
Exactly.
Bagam.
Some men will be punitive. Hey, in my case, he said, if
Does it
that
make
girl,
sense to put a child in a 300,000
Depending
naira?
on your status.
If she can afford it, let her
Education is the best thing you can give to your child.
Even in that 300,000 naira school, they don't get the best.
It's, when you pay for such
They don't get
when
the
you pay for
best.
such school fees, it's not the educational whatever you're paying for, it's in class.
Oh, what class?
Because this environment, sis,
What
the environment
class?
is not
In
equal.
primary school, you don't
Sis,
build any class.
no, it is,
Anyway,
it is, your colleagues in school that will
It's
become
the
your
class of
friends
the
outside
father.
of this.
That's when you get to
It's the class
secondary
of-
and university.
It's the
It
class of
it starts
the
from there. Oh. I still have my
Take a
friends from
break
primary
now.
school in staff school. Oh.
I don't even know my basic primary.
I know them.
Okay.
That means you went to a public school now.
Take a break.
Proud to be a woman.
Hello, I'm Funke Akindele Bello, and this is Amen Estate Phase 3, Selling Fast. With the development of Amen Estate Phase 1 and 2, we all can see that Red Brick Homes is consistent with the delivery of their services. This land is dry land. You don't need to fill the land. Just build your houses and move in. You can pay over a period of 6 months or 12 months. Amen Estate Phase 3. Tap into it today.
Proud to be a woman. Proud to be a woman.
Yeah, you're welcome back to Wow. It's heated today because because of the topic. A lot of people here
And again,
they have the experience.
okay. Well, I don't have the experience, but there is something I noticed again, apart from women not allowing their, the fathers of the children access to their children. There are men that will ask you to live with the child, like go with the child, because they don't want to shoulder the responsibility of this parents. So what happens to that child?
And
Then
showing
there's no
responsibility
co-parenting.
is not just the financial area.
Everything, I understand. There should be a father figure for every child. A mother figure, a father figure. They should understand parenting. You understand? But in a situation where one person is not ready, or one person is leaving a spouse is leaving the partner
That's
with
about
a child,
carry your load.
carry it, or the man will leave the house with he will just disappear, or the woman will just disappear and leave the man with
Like
the children.
Bumi said, it depends on the circumstances of the breakup. Because some people live bitter. And that is what we should try not to do.
Absolutely.
Try not to be bitter, whatever this other person has done.
Absolutely.
You have children
Absolutely.
between both of you. Try, it's the bitterness as a
For
problem.
me, I used to feel like, and this is where I've spoken to a whole lot because the experience is in my body. And I've spoken to a whole lot of other people. See, and I'm still going to say it. You see, that child did not ask you to come.
Exactly.
You, both of you, did and brought the child. Please, let that child not pay for both of you's mistake. Because whatever you do to that, it is both of you. The child was never involved. He didn't ask for your signature. You brought the child. So why would the child now pay for you people's wanting to? One person wants to show I'm the bigger person, the other wants to show. No.
But then again, you don't have control over an adult's behavior. As a woman, you don't have control over how the other person will behave. That was my own mindset.
And as a man too.
Yes, so I took the responsibility to be both father and mother, and it has paid off. And I think most women should just overlook if that's in a situation where you have a father that is not living up to. And where you have a mother that is also misbehaving, the father should just overlook and do what is needed.
So how did you do it? What does it mean? What does it mean by being the father and the mother as a mother?
Paying the fees, doing everything, being there for the child.
The father that is
Feeding
bringing
the
money,
child.
his only money is
bringing.
But
I
you
am the
said
mother that
earlier that taking responsibility goes beyond just paying
That's
fees.
what I'm saying.
So what were you doing apart from
What I'm saying,
That is raising the child.
Yes, I was trying to
Only you.
support
Wholesomely
you
raising-
by saying
raising
that
the
when the
child.
father leaves the child to the mother to go and fend, is only taking the responsibility of providing financial responsibility. It's deeper than that.
Okay, what about the
different than
case,
that.
like Rahila said,
Yeah.
the father does not bring money home. What about the case of the father who does not have the money to bring home?
Then the mother will live up to the expectation. She
But is he available?
Do you have the moral right to now condemn him because he cannot pay
No, you can't.
fees,
If
he
you
cannot-
know genuinely he does not have.
But is he
And
available?
why shouldn't he have? Can't he
There are
work?
men who don't have.
No, there are men who don't have.
There are men
Yes,
who don't have.
like there is no work to do.
No,
Yes,
don't
some
have a
people,
job.
people
But
lose
my
their
husband-
jobs.
But for me, you don't have, but you are available. Like you are mentally, emotionally, everything available for that child. No problem.
But I don't believe a man should sit down and say there is nothing to do. I don't agree. No.
There are some men that don't.
You can go to the market and be collecting. There's
A
wheelbarrow now.
man who earns 30,000 naira, for example, a month, it happens. You know, some lawyers earn 30,000, 50,000 a month.
Okay.
Some medical doctors don't earn so much.
Not all lawyers are successful.
Not everybody. Some journalists don't earn at all.
They don't earn much.
They don't even earn at all. They don't
So-
have
so
some
they won't be
some
able
don't get
to-
salaries, but they have to work.
Yeah.
You go to work every day, you strive every day, you do everything every day. You bring the little that you have home.
Exactly.
You know, and that little might not
be.
be enough.
That's what we're saying.
That's where we're going.
That the
To
little
cater
might
to
not-
school
yes.
fees and
Yeah.
They might not be able to take care of the whole needs, but as long as you're emotionally and mentally available for that child
attached
and
to the
attached
child.
to that child, man, that's it. Boom.
And when it comes to school fees and all of that, I think we should be more reasonable.
Yeah.
Women, don't go put your child in a school of 300,000
when you know your
you
this
cannot
thing is
afford it
10,000
and you
naira.
expect the husband to afford it.
Yeah.
Anyway, one thing we almost realize is that children did not ask to be born into this world. You know, we must put our petty egos aside and do what's right by our children.
yeah.
Co-parent your children well without any animosity. And that's been wow. Today. We'll be back same time next week. I am Moji Danisa.
I am Rahila Lessa.
And I am Bumitibo Oguntibeju. See you next week.
And I'm Ifeoma Gifts Oladunjoye. And do not miss next week. Wow.
It's wow.